The boxing world is buzzing after Richardson Hitchins' stunning victory over Liam Paro. But the real story isn't just about his win, it's about what's next. Hitchins has his sights set on the sport's biggest names: Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney. The question is, will these stars step into the ring with a fighter as skilled and dangerous as Hitchins? Known for his ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents, Hitchins proved once again why he's a rising force in the light welterweight division. But let's be real, fighters like Ryan, Teo, and Haney aren't exactly lining up to face someone who could derail their momentum. Add the possibility of a high-stakes clash with Subriel Matias, one of the most feared fighters at 140 lbs, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Hitchins is ready to prove he belongs among the best. But will boxing's brightest stars risk it all to face him? This isn't just about belts, it's about legacy, pride, and who's willing to take the ultimate gamble. Promoter Eddie Hearn has set his sights high for Richardson Hitchins, the newly crowned IBF light welterweight champion. After Hitchins' impressive 12-round split decision win over the undefeated Liam Paro last Saturday in Puerto Rico, Hearn named boxing stars Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney as possible future opponents. However, making these fights happen may prove challenging. The likelihood of these big names stepping into the ring with Hitchins is slim, as they may not want to face the risk of being outboxed by the highly skilled champion. Still, Hearn is determined to elevate Hitchins' career by targeting high-profile bouts that could cement his legacy in the division. The fight against Paro showcased Hitchins' adaptability and technical prowess. Paro started strong, using a feint heavy style inspired by Israel Madrimov that kept Hitchins on the back foot during the first 4 rounds. However, Hitchins quickly adjusted, turning the fight around and dominating the remainder of the contest. His superior boxing IQ shone through as he methodically broke down Paro's game plan. The statistics back up Hitchins' dominance. He connected on 28% of his punches, compared to Paro's 23%, especially shining in the final 8 rounds. By the time the fight ended, it was clear who had taken control of the bout. After the fight, Hearn shared his vision for Hitchins' future, expressing interest in potential matchups against George Kambosos or Subriel Matias. The tension between Hitchins and Kambosos adds intrigue to a potential fight, while Matias, one of the most feared names in the 140 lb division, would present a formidable challenge. While Hearn also mentioned Jack Catterall, it's evident he's hesitant to risk one of his British fighters against Hitchins, given the latter's exceptional talent. Hearn's focus now is on securing fights that not only showcase Hitchins' abilities, but also build his reputation as one of the division's top competitors. Hitchins himself reflected on the challenges Paro presented in the ring, admitting that his opponent's feints and movement initially threw him off. He compared Paro's style to the tricky opponents he faced during his amateur career, which helped him adjust and ultimately control the fight. Paro's decision to outbox rather than pressure Hitchins worked against him, as it allowed Hitchins to find his rhythm and dominate the latter rounds. Critics noted that Paro might have had better success if he'd employed a more aggressive Gustavo Lemos-style attack, but his cautious strategy left him without a clear path to victory. Interestingly, Hearn's reaction to the fight suggested he might have been rooting for Paro. Leading up to the match, Hearn had floated the idea of a potential Australian showdown between Paro and Kambosos. With Paro's loss, that plan is no longer viable, leaving Hearn to recalibrate his strategy. Despite this, Hitchins' win has only strengthened his position as a rising star in the division, and Hearn's determination to secure marquee fights for him is unwavering. As Hitchins continues to rise through the ranks, the question remains, will the big names Hearn has targeted be willing to take on the challenge? One thing is clear, Hitchins' combination of adaptability, technical skill, and confidence makes him a force to be reckoned with. Fans and critics alike will be watching closely to see what's next for the talented champion as he looks to leave his mark on the light welterweight division. Despite the uncertainty surrounding potential matchups, Richardson Hitchins' win over Liam Paro has sparked significant buzz in the boxing world. The bout demonstrated Hitchins' ability to adapt to unconventional styles and impose his will on opponents. While Paro's approach initially caused problems, Hitchins' composure and ring intelligence enabled him to turn the tide. His performance wasn't just a win, it was a statement that he's ready to face the best in the light welterweight division. Eddie Hearn's ambitious plans underscore Hitchins' rising star status, even if the big names he's targeting may hesitate to risk their records against him. One intriguing possibility is a fight between Hitchins and Subriel Matias, a known powerhouse in the 140 lb division. Matias, often referred to as the boogeyman of the division, would test Hitchins' resilience and skill in a high-stakes showdown. While Matias is renowned for his aggressive, relentless style, Hitchins' technical precision and ability to adjust mid-fight could provide a fascinating contrast. This matchup has the potential to be both a fan-favorite spectacle and a defining moment for Hitchins as he seeks to solidify his standing among the elite. Another storyline that could generate interest is a fight between Hitchins and George Kambosos. The two have a history of verbal sparring, and their clash would bring an added layer of drama to the ring. Kambosos, known for his grit and determination, would undoubtedly push Hitchins to deliver his best performance. The tension between the two fighters could help sell the fight, creating a must-watch event for boxing enthusiasts. It's the type of matchup that could elevate Hitchins' profile further, especially if he emerges victorious against such a tough competitor. While Hitchins' talent is undeniable, his path to superstardom will require more than just skill inside the ring. It will also demand savvy matchmaking and strategic planning from Eddie Hearn. Securing fights against top-tier opponents won't be easy, but Hearn's confidence in Hitchins' abilities suggests he's willing to take the necessary risks. With the right fights, Hitchins has the potential to become one of the most talked-about names in boxing. Fans are eager to see how his journey unfolds, and if he can transform his technical prowess and determination into a legacy that stands the test of time. Richardson Hitchins has positioned himself as a true contender in the light welterweight division, and his victory over Liam Paro is just the beginning of what could be a career-defining journey. While Hitchins has proven his technical brilliance and adaptability, his path forward isn't just about skill, it's about opportunity. The names he's calling out, like Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney, carry not only talent, but also massive fan followings and high stakes. Whether or not these fighters are willing to risk stepping into the ring with Hitchins remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: Hitchins is ready to face anyone to solidify his place at the top. This hunger and determination make him a compelling figure to watch in the sport. As the spotlight shifts toward potential matchups, fans and analysts alike are left wondering what's next for Hitchins. Will he get the marquee fight he craves, or will he need to prove himself further against tough challengers like Subriel Matias or even George Kambosos? One thing is certain: Hitchins is making it impossible to ignore his presence in the division. His combination of skill, patience, and calculated aggression sets him apart, and his journey has only just begun. Boxing thrives on rivalries and high-stakes clashes, and Richardson Hitchins is poised to deliver exactly that if given the chance. The question now is, who will step up to face him? The world is watching, and the stage is set for Hitchins to shape his legacy.